Well, welcome back from Australia. I mean, first off, how was it just to be back home and feel the crowd? I know you've said lots of great things about it already, but coming back to the U.S. after a trip like that, how does it feel?
It was awesome, just because we've always heard Australia's backing you. You hear the people saying, oh yeah, we're backing you, all of Australia's backing you, but it's different from hearing it to experiencing it. I think when we went there and we got to experience it, it's a whole different, you actually feel it a lot more. So it was a really cool experience, and it kind of brought that life back into me again for the sport, just because I think the previous year before, obviously 2024, had ups and downs with fans and stuff like that, so we had good moments and bad moments, more bad I'd say. So it's kind of nice to go to a stadium where they all liked you, kind of thing. So it was, I think that was pretty nice. I think that really kind of got that love for the sport again, because this year kind of in the end was just I'm just going to race. I love the racing side of things. I still love racing my dirt bike, but I'm going to race that, get my check, and then leave kind of thing. It kind of going to that, which I wasn't much of a fan of, because the fans is what makes the whole sport what it is, but kind of my reaction for how I was getting treated. So it was kind of, I think it's a bit of an Aussie, bit of F off kind of thing, but that's how I kind of dealt with it. But knowing now and how I experienced Australia backing me now, I think it is going to be a lot different now.
What kind of things were you feeling from the fans? I mean, I know there was one instance in opening ceremonies I can think of, but from my perspective, everybody loves you, and so being you in your shoes, yeah. What kind of stuff are you seeing, or what affected you? I guess
a lot of I think more so just the criticism is a big thing. Obviously, I'm already a person who's fairly hard on myself with some things, and at first, so it's really easy for some people to say, hey, don't look at this, don't look into it, but when goes from when I first started, it wasn't too bad, because it was out of 100 people, it was maybe 10 or 15, where out of 100 now, it feels like it's more closer to 80 people that are doing it, where it overweights the actual proper fans, but now I think it's also a lot easier to look at, because kind of having a feeling if I'm in Australia, I wouldn't want American winning, because it's Australia, you want Australia to win. And so far being an American, obviously I'm a foreigner, and I'm winning a lot of the titles that are here, so I kind of understand it more now, because at first I've always kind of been a nice kid, and yes, sometimes not the best with my words. I come across a bit blunt. That's the Australian side of thing, of part of me, and it comes off rude. So people who know me get it, but people who don't, they take it in a different way. But kind of is what it is. But I've been able to talk to Ricky and stuff like that, and I've came to my conclusion of going, well, I'm going to get hated a lot more if I keep winning more, so I may as well just get used to it.
Fair enough.
How would you compare, I guess, your mindset, the mental state, knowing last year you were going in as a rookie, this time you're defending the championship in 450 SX? How would you describe that feeling for you? I know we're not there yet, but it's coming around quickly.
Surprisingly, it's kind of the same. Honestly, back then I wanted to smash these guys and destroy them, and it's still the same now. So I think having that mentality for me is the same as when I first came in, even when I didn't have any numbers to my name or any facts to back it up, but even now it's still the same as when I had no facts. So it's yeah, nothing's changed really.
The motivation when you get to Supercross, just to get locked back in again and really aim to maintain that #1 plate?
Yes, for sure. That and I think it adds even more to outdoors, just because I lost the championship that I knew I could win. So I think it just helps add to that fire with everything all around.
And kind of adding on to that then, this is the first time in a long time, you've had to like reset after the thumb injury. Did that contribute to your growth as an athlete?
I think so for sure. It kind of put me in a different situation that I'm not used to. I always feel like with those situations it's good for me because I feel like I can learn and rise above those occasions. And it put more of like, I don't know, like it put more, yeah, there's more pressure on me, which a lot of people wouldn't like that, where for me, it made me better as a person and rider because I wanted to come back so damn bad and win so damn bad that I was training as much as I can, even when I was in a cast, you know, like I was running and I couldn't take a cast off because of my thumb and that stuff, so I just put up with it, ran, tried doing gyms, I was holding bars and that stuff just with the tip of my fingers and stuff like that, just to do something just so I can come back, and when I come back I know I'm better and know I can beat these guys, because I mean as a competitor I know if, I mean you guys can probably relate, I mean we all used to be racers at one stage, so you have that race competitor in it, like if you see the one person you really want to beat most, go and do what you know you can do, it's like frustrating, it hurts on the inside where it gets a different fire out, you know, it's more than losing, you know, I get fired up when I lose, but I get more fired up when I see someone win when I'm not even there, you know, it's something else.
Okay, so going off of, you know, how you came in, like, Joe, kind of a bummer to see you come in and already be on the defensive, like, hey, this year took a lot out of me for all these different things, but you had to know from watching the sport in the past, like, this is going to happen, I'm not immune to it. I am a young guy, I'm going to have to learn from it. And you found nice people in Ricky and other past racers to help build that. How are you going to find the balance to maintain that persona and that charisma that has drawn everybody to you while still blocking out all the stuff that has made you not enjoy it? Like, it is going to be a fine balance, but you know from other people that are around you.
Yeah, it's hard, obviously it's difficult, but like you said, I have to find a balance, you know, you got to have a balance with everything, you know, like. And it's been nice to go to Ricky with a lot of things, and I can go to Ricky a lot with the stadium side of things, stuff like that, because it was the same back in the day, and obviously I feel like I'm the first to kind of deal with it with social media. It's the big thing, you know, I think even with Ryan Villapoto, like, social media still wasn't much of a thing, it was there, but it's not as big as it is nowadays. Like, I mean, for a lot of people, social media is everything, so obviously for me it's not as, I feel like I'm still pretty old soul, like I'm not like crazy on social media, I'm not posting all the time, I'm horrible at posting. Ryan's actually got to do a post for Australia, but like kind of dealing with those things is it's rough, but I think it's going to in the end make me a better person. I don't know how, but there's something I gotta learn there. I'm not a huge church person, but there's obviously a reason why God has me on this plan and path. But whatever it is, I'm going to go through it. But I've also came, like I said before, to the conclusion, like, hey, I mean, I can't really fix it because the one thing they're getting pissed off about is that I'm winning and beating everyone and being their Americans. And to make them happy would be stop winning. But sadly enough, I can't do that. So they're gonna. I just came to the conclusion: if you're gonna hate me, they're gonna hate me. Then, if eventually they're gonna get around to it, if I keep on winning, they're gonna, oh well, we can't really get him off his game, or we can't do this. I mean, I have it with other riders try to do game plans with trying to get me frustrated or flustered and stuff like that. But at the end of the day, I mean, they've seen who holds the #1 play in the end, so I think for me it's just kind of, that's why I don't say much. I always kind of stay private to myself, I don't need to say anything. My dad's always said action speaks louder than words, and that's what I've been doing lately, and that's why they're still trying to do stuff, because they're still trying to look for a weakness, but I just try and stay true to myself, to my family, to my friends, and that's all I need to do. I haven't signed my life away to the fans who want me to do bad. to my fans that want me to do good, I respect them and I have all day for them. But you speak bad on me, I have zero tolerance for you.
Thank you, Jett.
Thank you, Jett.
No problem, guys. Thank you, guys.
Yep.
You guys have